All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Focus versus Blade. This game taking place here on Last Refuge. Let's go ahead and take a look. Well, let's take a look. Population, will it work? Yes, it does in fact work. We have Focus spawning over here on the top right-hand side of the map as the red orc. Over here on the bottom left, we have Blade spawning as the blue human. Human versus Blade in this 1v1 matchup. And what can we really expect to see here? Altar of Storms, Orc Burrow, Barracks already being placed down. With this, it does look like it's not going to be a Farseer harassment opening. Maybe a Blade Master. We could have Shadow Hunter, but then again, I try not to make too many predictions as, well, players tend to try different strategies over and over, and I don't really know where I'm catching them in terms of their practice. Perhaps they're trying to practice a very non-meta strategy. What am I doing? You know exactly what I'm doing, Arya. You know exactly what I'm doing. You don't have to ask. Yes, I'm casting. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this matchup here. It is going to be Footman with an Archmage, no surprises. Meanwhile, it is going to be a Blade Master. There is the Barracks still waiting for a Voodoo Lounge. No Voodoo Lounge as of yet, so it may be a delayed Voodoo Lounge as the Blade Master may try and clear out this Ogre Warrior creep cap. Waltari Jotas, hello, thank you for tuning in. Glad you guys, well, I can at least cast on one of these days during the week. Still trying to get my 2 to 3 casts in a day, but as you guys can imagine, with DreamHack right around the corner, an 8-week-old at home, and so many other things, well, it is difficult to do so. Hopefully you guys were able to catch my thoughts on the Town Hall on WarCraft 3 Reforged. If you guys don't know, well, pretty much the basic gist or idea of it is that the current players or the existing players of WarCraft 3, that is not who WarCraft 3 Reforged was really made for. It was made to try and build and bring in a new audience of, well, real-time strategy players, but unfortunately, improved graphics and graphics more similar to World of Warcraft wasn't what the target audience wanted. Crota the Man, good to see you on Todd's show. Well, glad you guys could catch that. That's the main gist of it there. I do have some thoughts on how they could perhaps bring in that large World of Warcraft audience into WarCraft 3. It's not by giving orc units or units larger shoulder pads and shoulder armor to make it feel familiar. That I don't think that's really how you would go about doing that. Anyways, Archmage now making its way over. Blade Master now going to go ahead and back up here as the Archmage obviously still sitting at level 1, and that does slow things down a bit. The Archmage still sitting at level 1. That Brilliance Aura is not online right now, and you can see the Archmage has only dropped 1 Water Elemental so far and is still recovering quite a bit of mana. As the Archmage now backs away, Forceful Shadow Priest is out across over there. There is, well, an Abolish Magic to disrupt some of that healing, or was it an auto attack? Not quite sure. Maybe just the time came to an end as this Footman actually gets blocked by the Archmage itself as the units now get aggroed back over. Blade Master trying to chase a little bit here. No healing salves still. And that is a little bit of a surprise here, as Focus is now going to try and chase after this Footman, but will not have any way to easily get inside. Archmage standing watch right there as that Footman is currently getting healed up. Voodoo Lounge is now done. Healing salves, are they going to be brought over in a backpack? No, not quite yet. Now, Blade's option to try and tech to tier 2 means that we should be getting sorceresses and casters faster. I still don't see a blacksmith though, so we may be looking into a dual Arcane Sanctum strategy. Dual Arcane Sanctums, getting those sorceresses and those priests, and then supplementing them with those footmen, as the Forceful Shadow Priest taking a lot of damage there. Already down to 123, down to 86 hit points. It is going to try and run away, but damage is adding up very fast as the Blade Master is going to get his troll. Meanwhile, back across over here on the other side, Force Troll Trapper will get taken down. There it goes. Archmage still sitting at level 1 as the Force Troll Shadow Priest gets taken out. Should have thrown himself on his proverbial sword, but instead giving experience to that Blade Master. Archmage now backs away. The Town Hall was not yet quite ready to hire up a Tavern Hero if that was the plan, as I'm still curious as to what this plan is going to be. In olden days, I would say that, you know, we're going to be going for a Beast Master all of a sudden and then get dual Arcane Sanctums and then do a bit of a timing push on the Orc base. But with how everything is looking right now, the Tauren Totem and the Bestiary is already nearly done. You're not going to be able to delay those buildings all that much, and focus just seems to be in the driver's seat of this match. Archmage quickly uses a Scroll of Town Portal to get out of a bad situation. And now back home here, where is the Blade Master? Blade Master is chasing after a Footman here, and Footman also going to fall as well. We are 6 minutes into this game and still looking at both level 1 heroes. So far, we are going into Tauren Totem and Raiders. Spirit Link with Raiders seems to be the opening strategy. Meanwhile, Archmage going after the Forest Troll High Priest here. Mountain King actually the main hero of choice as we go into dual Arcane Sanctums. Thank you for the follow, Bolts, as we are now looking at the Archmage still sitting at level 2 and, well, figuring out what that long-term strategy from Blade is going to be. The Archmage has suffered quite a bit of damage, and this is going to be bad news. The Blade Master may be able to finish off this Archmage here in just a moment, as we're going to see, well, the Blade Master nearby, and gonna gets that last hit right there, trying to use the Stormbolt to steal and secure the kill on the Ogre Magi, a split second too early, allowing the Blade Master to get the shot off there. Alright, Blade Master picks up the Healthstone, a powerful item indeed, as everything seems to be going for focus. Shadowhunter even picks up Claws of Attack +6, which will most likely be transferred to the Blade Master here. Double Priest are already out on the battlefield, and, well, Double Priest is going to be enough to keep this army, this, well, sub 40 supply army alive for now. Blade Master going to try and do it again. Oh, there is the bolt onto the Blade Master this time around. Blade Master taking a large amount of damage, going to go after some of those units. There's a Wand of Mana Stealing. Mountain King able to steal mana from that Blade Master, but I'm sure he would have preferred another consumable item. Yeah, one of those things. It just doesn't seem as good. That Wand of Mana Stealing, you steal 50 and gain 50, but it's not. But its cooldown is often the main issue. You'd rather almost being able to have it at only contains 1 charge, but has a full 100 mana swing going both ways. That way, it's at least comparable to a Potion of Greater Mana, which gives you 300 mana as well. So I think most players would rather have a Potion of Greater Mana than a Wand of Mana Stealing, or a Potion of Greater Healing for that matter. One of those consumable items that seems a little bit weaker, or the weakest out of that particular loot table. Now going back the other side here, Shadowhunter, Blade Master, level 3, level 2, Blade Master now with +16 attack. And this Blade Master is going to be dealing upwards of a lot of damage here in just a moment. However, are we going to get an ensnare on that Footman? Footman quickly gets taken down. Bloodlust on the sorceresses now as they try to fight back against the army. Spellbreaker is here. Shadowhunter is at level 3. Disenchant there as the Kodo Beast adding in some bonus damage as well. Focus is just in the driver's seat of this game and completely taking over everything right now, as militia are also called in as well. Thank you, Lucker, for those kind words. Let's take a look. A lot of low hit point units back on the side here. Archmage taking a good bit of damage. Blade Master gets to level 3 now with a 114 critical strike. Kodo Beast making its way back over, trying to perhaps eat some of those other units as peasants are getting taken down. All right, those low hit point peons in the back, continuing, ready to go. Arya, can you please close that? There's a glare. Yeah, please close that. As the Shadowhunter now makes its way back over. Blade Master going to try and pick out some of those units. Mountain King is in position here. Is he going to go for Thunderclap? Going after a low hit point Grunt, but the Grunt still has that Spirit Link. greatly reducing the amount of damage that that particular unit takes. Mountain King seems to be in a position where Thunderclap would work wonders. However, he went for Bash instead. Mountain King is trying to stay alive. Blade Master in trouble. Stormbolt, and the Blade Master falls at level 3, holding on to both a health stone and a potion of greater healing. A misstep as the Mountain King's Stormbolt finishes off and stuns the unit. All right, another Grunt could end up getting taken down. Are we going to see another Stormbolt right there? Or perhaps try to get down that Spirit Walker? Damage is coming across. There goes that Spirit Walker right now. A little bit more damage. Mountain King low on mana. There goes that final shot there, as the Voodoo Lounge is, well, most likely just going to get canceled here in just a second. All right, going after those peons will still give experience. Meanwhile, this peon right over here is going to get taken out without much of an issue. Blade, all of a sudden, in the driver's seat of this game after more of a misplay by Focus than a strong play by Blade. You know, I'll give credit where credit is due. Blade Master, well, yeah, had the Health Stone and also had the Potion of Greater Healing. I believe it was, yeah, Potion of Greater Healing. He just didn't use it in time, didn't have the foresight to use it. Shadow Hunter was low on mana, and he really overextended with that Blade Master right there. All right, is this the tipping point? Is Blade going to be able to get back into this game and start taking control? Or is Focus going to reestablish himself, come back with a stronger army, and not make the same mistake again? Coming back down across here, both players still sitting on one base. So a one base play, both from the human and the orc player. Armies, well, no one really wants to go into low upkeep, as it's just difficult to get out of that low upkeep hell, so to speak, where you're getting taxed 30% of your income, and your army is maybe like 5% better than your opponent's, as your opponent spent those items, or spent his gold on items as opposed to units. All right, Mountain King is, well, in a little bit of trouble. Does have a potion of healing. Should be able to fight here. Blade Master could be in trouble again. Oh, potion or health stone used well enough that time. Mountain King now going to be forced to back around. There is no bash this time around. Blade Master could be in trouble. There's a Stormbolt. Blade Master gets a last second heal. Is it going to be enough? Blade Master could end up getting taken down. It does go down, but the Ankh of Reincarnation is right there. All right, we still have some peons not in the action right now. There is that resurrection now. Spellbreaker is going to continue to try and fight back the other way. Mountain King wants to get inside this fight, but having a difficult time getting there, as well. Some units are getting just picked off in the back. Blade has a large enough army right now. He is getting currently taxed a little bit, but he is trying to retrain up units as he is close to home and should be able to get reinforcements fairly fast. Mountain King is right there, gets in a quick bash. There's invisibility. Is he going to stay alive? Invisibility comes down. Blade Master in trouble. Down to 35, down to 24, down to 15. Stays up. Nope. Almost stayed alive as he stole Spirit Link, but then the Blade Master and the remaining units able to finish it off. Blade Master now, well, in control, has a potion of greater healing again. Militia joining in on the fight there as the Blade Master taking in some damage. 49 supply compared to 48. Blade Master uses the potion of greater healing already. No additional powerful healing items and no more mana for the Kodo Beast, but it may not matter. Looking in the bellies of the beasts, 2 Spellbreakers, and that means that in actuality, the Blade is sitting at a 37 supply army going up against 49. More units are getting trained back up. Let's take a look. Oh, Healing Wave, not fast enough. Water Elemental trying to go after some more units here. Kodo Beast going to be finished digesting those Spellbreakers here in just a second. And with that, there will be more room in the belly again. Focus looks like he has his feet back underneath him, and he's going to drive this home. Archmage now looking to back up. Mountain King is halfway resurrected. We are only looking at dual Arcane Sanctums. You can see Blade's supply dropping to 38 as that digestion is complete. Those Kodos able to, well, finish things off here as the Shadow Hunter even picking up an extra Tome of Intelligence +2. And we're looking at a Great Hall as well. Coming back on the other side, Blade Master, well, gets slowed. Peon's going to get caught out of position here as the Archmage and Spellbreakers looking to see where they can get in that next fight. grunts, no additional upgrades. But there is the Kodo Beast +2. Meanwhile, there was an item there. I believe that the drum item was sold off of the Shadow Hunter, but now that he has double potions of mana, already using a clarity potion and with another clarity potion lying in wait, things are gonna be a little bit, well, dicey. Let's take a look at what's going to be going up here. Archmage wants to get to level 5. A Forest Troll High Priest going to get taken down. Archmage is sitting at level 4. Is it going to be, if it gets to level 5, what is going on? They are, I guess, deciding to split this experience camp and saying, fine, you get some creeps, I'll get some of the others, as the Mountain King joins back in here. Stormbolt onto a Raider. Raider, however, is too far back now. There's a follow-up bash. Militia getting taken down. Mountain King wants to go after those units, but he is very deep inside here. Water Elemental down to 10 hit points. Stormbolt onto another Raider as the Mountain King and Archmage both level up. Mountain King here, ready to go. Water Elemental, 825, gonna go ahead and get taken down again right there, as the Mountain King wants to finish off some of those last remaining units. Raider, however, able to back up again. Stormbolt onto a Kodo. Kodo had just eaten a Spellbreaker, and that is an important takedown. That is a 7 supply swing if you're able to take down the Kodo, as it escapes at 154 hit points. Mountain King gonna go ahead and Stormbolt gets the Spellbreaker back, as the Archmage now trying to chase back down the other side. Mountain King now in trouble. Invisibility, trying to save that low hit point unit. The low hit point Mountain King, who is important. Healing Wave, Disenchant, finds the Mountain King. Bash onto the Raider, as units are getting stunned every which way. Archmage had Inner Fire and Spirit Link, greatly reducing the amount of damage he was taking, as the sorceresses are still trying to, well, get away from this fight. 47 supply compared to 40. It looks like Blade's line has just completely fallen apart here, as some of these units are just getting caught out in the open. The Murloc Nightcrawler actually spreading poison around and causing a bit of problems, as well as Blade going to lose another Spellbreaker. Kodo Beast getting caught in transit once more. Slow was cast. There was another bash as well. Archmage sitting at level 5. Mountain King, double gloves of haste. Double gloves of haste bash versus a Blade Master at plus 21 damage. Who comes out on top? 2 level 5 heroes going up a level 5 and a level 4. Focus still has a commanding 13 supply lead. He has his expansion ready to go if necessary, as we still have about 4 minutes of mining on the main bases. Spellbreakers are going to make their way over here in just a second. Archmage going to turn the corner. Double scrolls of healing. And this is going to be the last-ditch effort by Blade. Blade knows that he needs to get every bit of hit points out of this unit and every bit of damage. There you go. Starting off with an ensnare onto a Spellbreaker. Not good at all. Forcing an engagement, as the units are now fighting back. All right, there goes a couple of disenchants. Blade Master going after the Spellbreakers now. Spellbreakers now going after the Raiders. Mountain King wants to finish off some units. There is a Stormbolt there, and not going to be enough. Really, the Mountain King, if it was able to get Thunderclap bash, it may have been better off. That Mountain King seemed to be constantly diving into the middle of the fight, but still, wasn't able to, minimize the amount of damage taken. With that said, strong game by Focus. Taking a look at the overall unit and hero score, level 5. Resource score was relatively similar. However, doing more with what you got, definitely one of the aspects of WarCraft 3 and real-time strategy games. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're watching on YouTube, queue up another video. If you're staying on Twitch, well, thank you for the follow. And right now, Spotlight 87, thank you for the follow, and stay tuned for more replays.